Mr. Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor, I beg, sir, to move that an additional amount of 38 crores 3,42,000 be granted to the Minister in charge to defray certain charges, which will come in the course of payment during the year ending the 31st March 2021 for the administration of the heads 2029 land revenue, 2245 relief on account of natural calamities, 2250 other social services, 2552 northeastern areas, 3475 other general economic services, 4250 capital outlay on other social services, 6225 loan for welfare of SC, ST and OBC, 6250 loans for other social services, 6401 loans for crop husbandry.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I see that with this supplementary demand, the Revenue Department has spent excess amount to meet various requirements on natural relief, natural calamities, and other amounts meant for such kind of incidences. Sir, continuously in this August House, sir, I have raised the concern about the households that have suffered because of fire incidences. In spite of regular follow-ups, sir, and with the assurance of the Honourable Minister also, most of these claims have not been cleared right from 2017 onwards. This amount of 38 crores that has been spent, sir, none of it has come for the households that have suffered because of fire incident. May I know, sir, the reason as to why the amounts have not been cleared, sir?
There has been quite a substantial cases of the families who have been affected by various incidents of natural calamity. In fact, the natural calamity has become almost like an annual feature, and as we see, cyclones, floods, even fire accidents where the whole houses are gutted. Now, there is a delay in promptly providing relief under the state disaster relief fund. So I'd like to know from the minister in charge the number of such affected families, or in other words, the victims of natural calamity that has been furnished before the government by the respective districts pending for receipt of such relief. In other words, for those household which has got damage of house in respect of fire accidents, in respect of other natural calamities, from all the districts since 2018-19. What is the pending cases and when the government would be clearing all these dues of the affected victims as per the government guidelines?
Now the best thing now, because yesterday when in the budget which Honourable Chief Minister have already been presented, I thought that Honourable Chief Minister, he will allocate the fund in such a way that all the 11 district, the Deputy Commissioner will not separate fund. From that fund itself, it will be in the hand of our Deputy Commissioner, and Deputy Commissioner itself will take care. It depends with the size of the district. A district like East Castle is a big district. They can getting more allocation, and all this district it depends much with the size of district. So I'm sure that if the Honourable Chief Minister holding the portfolio of finance, if you can allocate some fund to all 11 districts, it will be easy. It will be easy for the Deputy Commissioner to extend the function stand at the areas. What we want now, we want that those affected people should get relief at the areas. This is my concern, sir.
The immediate relief that has been taken by the Office of the Deputy Commissioner to all those households that has been affected very badly. As my colleague has already mentioned that in the past, so it took long, the system, the process, after submitting the name, after the Gram Sabak will come and take photograph, then send to the office of the BDO and CNRD block, then will go to the office of Deputy Commissioner, then it has to get approval from the state government. It takes long. So we would like to see what kind of immediate relief taken by the office of the Deputy Commissioner towards those households. And number two, sir, what is the amount that is usually used to the state government used to deposit in advance, whether it is there or not, to the office of the Deputy Commissioner so that they can reimburse, so that they can pay at the fast track to those affected.
Sir, regarding with the information which the member required regarding with the households suffer caused from fire. Sir, we are collecting information and based as per the norms, we will provide the fund to those affected family. But sir, without having a proper, because after getting the details also, there will be a team which will scrutiny will check. Then only, sir, from our side, from the disaster management can only provide the fund. But sir, as per the fund availability in our department, we used to release the fund as soon as we have the fund, whenever we have the full details of those beneficiaries who are supposed to get, sir. Regarding with the question, family affected from natural calamity and then delay of providing relief. Yeah, this also similar, sir, which was asked by Honorable Elo. This also, sir, whenever we have the details of the victim and family members who are affected, we, from the department, sir, we provide the fund as per fund availability is the same, sir. So, yes, when it comes to 2019, the fire accident of 12 shops under Honorable MLA by PT South Mea's constituency. Sir, at present I don't have the details exactly why is the delay for this. But sir, as we have mentioned, that we need this fund so that we can utilize for the requirement of this shortfall. So that's why we move this supplementary demand so that we can have fund required for all this expenditure which is required, sir. Immediate relief for this year. Yes, sir, no doubt. I used to mention this regarding with the fund which we used to allocated to the Deputy Commissioner of all the 11 districts, which I have some details here which we provide recently, even for COVID-19 also to all the district concerned. But I don't have exact amount left at present. But whenever there is a fund required for any district for relief, the disaster management department used to allocate the fund to the Deputy Commissioner so that they can take immediate relief when there is natural calamities, any kind of calamities happen within the concerned district. So, sir, exact amount what is left, I don't have the details, but these are the steps taken by our department.
Mr. Speaker, sir, before the mover expresses his mind, I have asked specific inputs because we all know that this whole responsibility of the government to take cognizance of such families affected by natural calamity is completely governed by an act, is precisely because our response to disaster must be prompt. Now, there are instances where these affected victims, the families have been affected 3-4 years before, and they have not been provided the kind of relief which is in consistence with the provision of the Act. The fund under the State Disaster Relief Fund is a dedicated fund. This cannot be spent for any other purpose. It's a dedicated fund. And in addition to that, one important fact which has to be again noted is this fund is awarded by the Finance Commission, which is again dedicated. And unless we spend and avoid having this liability, we will not be able to ask additional fund from Government of India, from the National Disaster Relief Fund, because you will still be having balance. So I think it is only appropriate for clearing these dues promptly, immediately, which is not happening. So though the minister in charge doesn't have the figures, I expect that he will collect all the figures and ensure that these victims are taken care of, and as per the guidelines in sync with the provision of the Act, it is taken care of.
Yes, sir. Take note.
March, we are in the month of March. In April, May, hailstorm will be there, and then so many unexpected natural calamity will be there. So we would like to know from the Honorable Minister that the amount deposited prior approval need to be parked at the office of the Deputy Commissioner so that they can disburse at any moment for immediate relief.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we place 20 lakh to all the Deputy Commissioner as an advance fund for immediate relief. But sir, if I would like to read this amount which we for the expenditure incurred from SDRF to the different Deputy Commissioner year-wise, sir, that is for 1920 and 2021, East Khasi Hills from April to March, from April 19 to March 2020, 2 crore 66 lakh 93,552. In West Khasi Hills, 3 crore 41 lakh 85,872. Ribohoi District, 1 crore 52 lakh 30,517. Southwest Khasi Hills, 63 lakh 20,800. East Chantia Hills, 75,600. 75 lakh 60,200. West Chantia Hills, 1 crore 96 lakh 98,800. East Garo Hills, 50 lakh 48,571. West Garo Hills, 30 crore 99 lakh 99,279. South Garo Hills, 2 crore 70 lakh 69,555. Southwest Garo Hills, 49 lakh 48,900. North Garo Hills, 1 crore 92 lakh 28,200. That is for the year 1920. A total amount of 48 crores 78 lakh 22,236. For the year 2021, sir, East Khasi Hills, 8 crore 29 lakh 4,756. West Khasi Hills, 1 crore 77 lakh 39,200. Ribohoi District, 4 crore 97 lakh 77,290. Southwest Garo Hills, 1 crore 77 lakh 51,500. East Chantia Hills, 1 crore 64 lakh 88,046. West Chantia Hills, 3 crore 3 lakh 66,160. East Garo Hills, 2 crore 47 lakh 78,990. West Garo Hills, 48 crore 32 lakh 63,957. South Garo Hills, 3 crore 42 lakh 41,800. South Garo Hills, 6 crore 75 lakh 31,882. North Garo Hills, 7 crore 31 lakh 77,683. These are the funds which we have provided to all the Deputy Commissioners in 11 districts for the expenditure. But as an immediate relief, we have provided 20 lakh each, sir.
Honorable Speaker, sir, from the replies of the Honorable Minister, he said that the information is yet to come from the districts. That's why the payments are made only after the information is received and compiled. Now, from the Riboy district, this information has already gone, sir. Every year that information has gone. We have found the letters also written to Revenue Department. And on the other hand, we are seeing that funds have also been allocated to the districts, but then payments are not made. So what is the problem that hinders the department in clearing the liabilities, especially for the houses that have been affected?
From our side, the department, whenever we have sufficient enough funds, sir, we will we will send the money to all the deputy commissioners for the expenses, for all the details, which are a genuine beneficiaries, sir, after fully scrutiny of everything. So from our side, sir, we are committed and we will do the best we can for the benefits of our people of our state, especially those who are in need, who suffer from this natural calamity, sir. So we are committed to this and we will try our very best, sir, so as much as we can, so that to speed it up, and then we'll try to find out that the fund which we allocate to all the deputy commissioner that will be should be utilized properly, and then not even a single pie of money that we spend unaccountability. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, from the replies, there is some lack of clarity from the side of the minister in charge. Now, those amount which has been referred to in course of his reply, I believe these are the amount which has been released to the deputy commissioners as per the those liabilities which were cleared by the committee at the state level, meaning they have been paid. But we are talking about the liability, the pending. And there is no reason why there should be pending, because this money is dedicated. You cannot spend it for anything else. And why should you keep the money? The only fact is that this supplementary demand has come because it is not supported adequately in the budget. Otherwise, fund is there. So I think that clarity the minister himself should have. What our honorable members have said is that, can you have some extra dedicated fund with the deputy commissioners? Because if you look at the act, the District Disaster Management Act is completely authorized by the Act itself when fund is provided at their disposal. So there is a mechanism. So I think that clarity the minister should have, because I find that there is a delay unnecessarily at the state level, not at the district level. So whether that assurance can be given that that delay will not be there at the state level, I think that clarity is required.
Sir, as have been mentioned, all the amount which we have released to all the deputy commissioner, this is after we collect all the information only, sir, then only we give this money. That's why if you can check, sir, all these 11 districts, they have different amount. Because we collect the information, then only we provide this amount of money to the deputy commissioner. So when it comes to immediate relief, sir, as have been mentioned, 20 lakh have been given to all the deputy commissioners. But whenever required, sir, if this 20 lakh is not sufficient enough, from our department we give extra amount whenever required, sir. So this is my reply, sir.